And nimesema your family that is not the favorite community to bring a partner.
Okay. That inakwanga a lot.
So what to do now? You love this person.
I think you start prepping your family early. Like before, if unaanzanga tu kuambia yenyewe, like okay, maybe you can start talking good about that community. You say like yenyewe I discovered they're not like this, they're like this and this, and you know you una try to prepare early. But one thing I think my family will do, they will really pretend that day. Hey, my mom will smile, but at the back of her head, when she catches my side like this, she'll just be like. But when she looks at that, she's smiling. One thing I know, my mom will be like, as long as you're happy. But for me, just know I'm not at peace with it. If there's anything happens, call me. Just know I told you. But
anything call.
She'll be smiling at those people very widely, very welcoming. But at the back of her head, wewe nikikushika wewe hukusikia maneno yangu.
Which community in your community background wise is not the
and
most.
No goes
I don't want to use is not liked or hated.
It's
not the most. It's a no go zone.
It's a no go zone.
It's a no go zone.
Okay, definitely. I don't know if I can start by answering a previous question you asked about the tribal name, like the name that defines where you're coming from. For me, I'm in the process of dropping my English name for some reason.
Okay.
I don't always want a situation whereby I meet Rispa, then she knows me as Cornelius. Then with time, she comes to realize that Cornelius comes from is a Luo, because now she knows my second name or that defines my origin later on. Then now it starts changing whatever she thinks about me because of probably what people in where she comes from, how they perceive us. That's why I always tend to introduce myself as Oburu. Actually, me introducing myself as Oburu as my first name anywhere I go today comes from, I think, two experiences. First is a lady that I started dating, but she's not a Kenyan. She was a Rwandese.
International boy. Hey! Period.
So, by then I still had this fear of introducing myself as a Luo. So I just used to tell my name is Cornelius and I leave it there.
Where is your pride, man?
So
why did you take it?
So it came a time when now this lady knew that I'm a Luo. She had been in Kenya for like 2 years. So she'd had few things about Luos and everything. There was a time Luos were being considered like playboys.
Yeah, definitely.
Definitely. And I think that's where the liar comes from.
Like, it's still the same.
It's still the same.
Badilika. The liars are still the liars.
Okay.
But the liar.
Yeah. So when I told her, then she told me like, is this what people say about Luos really true? Like, could it be you're pulling the same stunt on me or something like that? To be honest, I felt uncomfortable at that particular moment because I felt like I'm already being judged because of how our community is perceived. And so that was one of the reasons why when I meet someone, you ask me my name, I'll tell you I'm Oburu. When you tell anyone you're Oburu,
it clicks.
It clicks is a Luo. So if you don't like me, or if there's something bad that you know about Luos that you don't like, and it has consumed you fully, it will end as soon as that. Instead of us going forward, then the moment you realize I'm a Luo, then
don't you think she was confirming? Like no, she's trying to tell you this is what I've heard about Luos. Do you think it's true? You tell her from your perspective.
Yeah, that's very nice. That's very nice. But now you see, my question, my nini is okay for her after telling her what I think, because there have been such cases we know. Because a Luo will, because I think one thing that is the romance, how they romanticize everything. Like a Luo can just, the name he'll call you, you won't think anything else. So there were those cases which were true. And I told her it happens, but it doesn't apply to everyone, every Luo and such a thing. So, but deep down at the back of my mind, I was like, okay, so let's say maybe if she was the kind that this thing like ilimuingia that deep, and the moment she realizes that, okay, so you also a Luo, then everything changes, unaona. So to avoid such scenarios, because they do happen, to avoid such scenarios, I'll always want someone to know me as a Luo, straightforward. Now your next question about Luos, there's always something about Luos and Kikuyus. As a Luo guy, it's very difficult, and I'm sure they're even up to date. It's not easy for me to take a Kikuyu lady back home. Just as you said, they might pretend that, they're okay with it at that particular moment. But be assured, your mom or someone in the family will call you later on and tell you, Wana, are you sure about what you're trying to do? Have you not heard about these Kikuyus and what they do? And I don't know if I can say something again. I think between Luos and Kikuyus, I believe there are two things that motivates this. First is it's politics. If you follow the politics of Kenya, Luos believe that Kikuyus betrayed them toka kitambo from the time of Jomo, when, I don't know, Ginga Odinga said I can't be the president until Jomo comes out. Jomo comes out, then now doesn't want anything to do with Ginga Odinga. So there's that politics. So it started long time. So Luos saw Kikuyus as people you can never believe. And maybe it might be true, because you see, even in politics, the recently concluded elections, if you can remember, there's some leaders from Kikuyu, Central Kenya, who were saying, like, for a Kikuyu, you can only buy them.
Here's the thing. Let me tell you something.
I don't know.
Let me tell you something. Kikuyus are independent thinkers. Okay? They don't think in block. They think individually. Is this person aligning with my business? I have a business. What is he proposing to do about my business? We are independent thinkers, and that is why, because tumeingilia politics kidogo. And that is why in 2022 Mount Kenya was kinda split because people are independent thinkers over there. They think of, okay, this person is saying this about this, so it will favor me. This person is saying this about me, and it will not favor me, so I will not vote for him, I'll vote for this one. The other one is on the opposite.
And that's also why they easily spread out into like
the biggest explorers of this country.
They easily they very, very, very open-minded.
So the second reason again, there's something that happens between, you see, in Luo, if today I'm in a relationship with someone, we have a family, we have kids. In case of a divorce or a separation or a breakup or whatever it is happens, Luos, we believe the kids, you remain with the kids as a man. You better take the kids back home, let your mama raise the kids, but the wife does not go with the kids. And I hear again, that happens with Kikuyus. In case of a divorce or of a separation, in most cases, Kikuyu tend to want to go with the kids, the women.
Yes,
they always. Now you see, I think that again brings the conflict, because now there's a separation, there's a divorce. Then both these tribes, they value children. Kikuyus value children. Luos value children, and so there's that nini. So some of them believe in that issue of kuna hiyo part of it, and the mere fact that Kikuyu women also will use you. They'll be there with you. You create that wealth. They find a way to finish you. Then they remain with the wealth. There are people who do that. So I think that's something that as Luos, men, we've grown and we're being told over and over again. And there are people who it really has entered into their heads, and they can do nothing with the Kikuyu ladies, so.
Okay.
Tupe ile community ambayo Ile
Ulisema
community.
tu hata pretend kusema ni which tribe.
Oh, which tribe?
Yeah.
I think let me just talk about the ones that I've heard of. I've heard of Kisis being I know, I think they have Asira. Merus, they have like Asira mingi, you know. Yeah, anger issues and like beating the
Emotional.
Yeah, like domestic violence.
Yeah.
They're associating it with like people who have anger and people who so that hizo tu ndo nimesikia.